Hi, my name is Mark, your life coach. Today, we're going to be talking about focus. What you focus on is what you gravitate towards. Let me say that again. It is very important you understand this. What you focus on is what you gravitate towards. If you're going to be focusing on the pain, you're going to be gravitating towards the pain. If you're going to be focusing on success, you're going to be gravitating towards success. An example I'd like to give is someone driving a car. Right? When we get in the car, we have a destination, we have a place that we need to go. But sometimes things catch our attention and we become distracted. And when we become distracted, we take our focus off of the main destination. What happens when we become distracted? Let's say that there is something on the side of the road, left side of the road, it's distracting us. We become focused on it. What happens to the car's direction? If you said the car starts going into the direction of the thing that you're looking at, I'm going to say you are absolutely right. What you focus on is what you gravitate towards. You are like a magnet to the things that you think about. So if you're consistently thinking about bad things, or say you're going through withdrawal and you're thinking about the symptoms, guess what? You're focusing on that, you're gravitating towards that, that's all you're going to see. Let me give you an example. If I held up a picture and I told you to focus on the picture and look at the picture, now you're going to try to remember everything about that picture. The color, the place, the people in it, everything. That's what you're focused on, so that's what you have to remember. But say I said, okay, now you're done focusing on the picture, what about the stuff in the background, the stuff that's behind the picture that I'm holding up? You're not going to be able to tell me about what else is in the room because you were too busy focused on the picture. Whenever you focus on something, you are going to feel it, taste it, see it, hear it, be it. You are going to become it. You are giving it your energy. You are attracting it. You are becoming a magnet to it. But you're not going to be able to tell me anything else that's going on in your life. And that's the biggest problem that people have is they focus on the pain. They focus on the failure. And they get so wrapped up in it that they can't see the potential for success behind it. They can't see anything else besides what they are experiencing. But see, that's why we need to realize that what we focus on is what we gravitate towards. Because now we know that. Now we know if we start focusing on positive things and good things, we're going to gravitate towards that. I'm not telling you not to acknowledge the bad things going on in your life. You're going to have to acknowledge bad things that are going on in your life. You're going to have to. It's reality. But what you don't have to do is you don't have to focus on it, right? I was giving a speech one day. I was leading group and we were talking about positive perception. And one of the patients in the room got up and got really disgruntled and upset about something I was talking about. And they made a big scene, right? And they walked out of the room. Now, when they made the scene, I acknowledged that it was happening, okay? But what I didn't have to do is I didn't have to focus on it. I didn't have to pay attention to it. And I kept on giving my speech. I kept on teaching the lesson regardless of what was going on. And eventually, when you stop focusing on negative things, the energy in that negative thing wears itself out and it goes away. It's very paradoxical in a way. See, you're going to have to accept and acknowledge the bad things that are going on in your life. You're going to have to accept and allow them because it's there. It's reality. But what you don't have to do is you don't have to focus on it. Because if you're focusing on the negative things, if you're focusing on the symptoms that are going on in your life, then guess what? You're giving it power. You're giving it energy and you're feeding it. You're making it something bigger than it has to be. When you just acknowledge it and then you place your attention and your power elsewhere into positive things and the things that could potentially go right, you are draining that negative thing out of your life. You're giving your energy, you're being a magnet towards better things. See, a lot of times when people are going through pain, what they do is they focus on the pain. And when they focus on the pain, they gravitate towards the pain. They become the pain. It doesn't leave them. It stays with them. The pain becomes worse. The symptoms get worse. And the reason why this is going on is because they are completely focused on it. Your brain has so much power, and whatever you place your mind to, it's going to give credence to. Understand that. That's why I always preach having a positive perspective. Always acknowledging bad things, but not giving it attention. And in the same sense, you have to live your life according to this rule. See, as a life coach, most of my clients, they have this issue. They want to portray and give credence to all the negative things in their life, but they don't have to do that. They don't have to. Just because something bad is going on doesn't mean you need to focus on it. You need to acknowledge it, but you don't need to focus on it. So with that being said, today's lesson, remember this. What you gravitate towards is what you're focusing on. And what you're focusing on is what you gravitate towards. I hope this message helps you out. I thank you for tuning in today, and I thank you for listening. Always stay positive. Always focus on things that are in your control. Always focus on positive things. Always become a magnet to the things that you want to see in the world, not the things that you don't.